So we're in the Hancock parking lot. It's great views from here. But there's some kind of running marathon going on, so this parking lot was already full even though we got up at 6 and got over here. Quite a view. I think that's something for the running event. Gonna eat breakfast. Then we're gonna try to hit Hancock. I'm pretty stiff today. First morning breakfast. Another nice day. Got some toast, sausage, some cereal they've made. Hope that person can get in their car. They're trying to get in their car. They're right next to us. Guess they're with the event. Problem is this event here to take up all the whole parking lot. We're on the Hancock Trail, or the trail to the Hancocks, and it's going to be less mileage than yesterday, but it's still, I think, going to be around 7 total, maybe 8. But yesterday we did like 12. Feel a little sluggish, knees a little bit achy from yesterday. It's nice and cool though.
We started off at 2,000 feet.
We're at 2,000 feet now.
Right there at 1,000.
So yeah, we don't have to climb quite as much as yesterday, but I know this one is also rocky when you get near the top. I've seen videos of it. So this one is Hancock, and there's 2 Hancocks up here. So this is going to be number 32 and number 33 for us.
Wow.
Tonight, I guess we're going to go to a campground. The next day is supposed to rain, and then we were going to do the backpack, but now the forecast looks like it's changing also for Tuesday, Wednesday. So every day the forecast changes. We can't, originally Sunday was going to be nice when we leave, now it's going to rain. So we had 2 good ones here. I don't know how many more good ones we're going to have, because I don't really want to do the 4,000 footers in the rain or with no visibility. So far this trail's very pleasant compared to yesterday. There's this large sheets of white birch. Nobody's on it yet. Everybody in the parking lot was there for some kind of 100-mile marathon. So all those cars were there for the marathon. So there's not a lot of people climbing this one today. Whereas yesterday, that thing was packed. And Liberty tent site was packed. I can see where it could be difficult in high water.
Yeah, not too bad right now.
That's where the water is low.
Starting our climb now.
Okay, we're turning on Cedar Brook towards Hancock Loop Trail.
That's the direction of the river. The river's been along the side over there. That must be the river crossing they're talking. Yeah.
I said this one not to do it if there's been a lot of rain.
Yeah.
You can see it's mostly wet.
Yeah.
Streams, mud, more water than the other one. The South Peak and the North Peak. So that's 2 of them.
One's 1.6 and one's 1.8.
Yeah.
Well, they're pretty close to each other.
And then it comes back down and
6, 7, 8. That's only 0.2 of a mile between them.
Yeah. Not much.
And this is Cedar Brook Trail. Doesn't look like it's walked very much.
Yeah.
And right inside here is the campsite.
Yeah, I know. The big campsite.
There's a path in here, and
there's
a big, huge campsite in there. Got down trees for sitting on, and open spaces for tents.
There was a lot of campsites here.
Yeah.
Well, the first part of this was not as hard as yesterday, obviously.
Yeah. Oh.
But I'm pretty wiped from yesterday. Luckily, we're kind of able to go slower today, but it's rough.
So here we are, finally.
It's the last.
We have reached the actual climb.
The actual last mile is the last climb.
We've been steady at about 2,000 feet.
You said 2,600.
You see right here on my thing here, it's reading about 2,600 right here.
So we gotta climb 1,000.
Oh, more than 1,000.
Yeah, more than 1,000.
2,000, 3,000.
7, 8, 9, 10, 1,400 in the next mile and a half.
It's gonna be steep.
It's gonna be steep.
And just there they are. You can start to see the rocks and boulders starting to start.
We're gonna have to start going slower. Wow.
And now we're starting a rock slide. This rock slide comes all the way down there.
Try to look for the best way through them. Like it looks like the lower route one is the best way. Like going up there probably is not the best way.
I don't know. It's all roots over there and you can slip on the root easier.
You can slip on a boulder. So now we got to the hard stuff. Yeah, slanty boulders with water running down them. The first part of this trail was wonderful, but now we hit the hard stuff. Gonna have too much film of me coming up hills.
Yeah.
Struggle. So
okay, so we're up
at the loop trail.
Here. So we are 0.5.
0.5 from the south peak.
Yep.
Gonna try that one first.
And over here,
you can see way up there's the north peak.
You see the sign over here that says North Peak, which is 0.7, but it goes down.
And then up.
Where North Peak goes up.
Well, we knew the steep stuff would be coming. Climbing to the south peak. Yeah. It's gotten pretty steep. It's not necessarily scary, and it's not necessarily as hard as yesterday's, but we're tired after yesterday, and it's steep in this part. I said this one's pretty steep. This one, the first part of it, till we actually got to the loop, was easy, but then you just hit the mountain, and this is really steep. It's 0.6, but it's really steep, and we've only been like 0.3. There's the F word up there. I don't think he put it on camera, but I heard it. Yeah. The F word. He just said it. Is there a pile of rocks up there? Does that look like the top? I think
the top. You made it.
I made it. Oh my god.
You made it.
It doesn't have much of a view, does it?
Yeah.
It does. I guess back this way you have a view.
Yeah. Well, I suppose there's a view outlook over that side too, but.
So this one is number 32 on our 4,000s. So we've seen a lot of them so far. But this one had loose gravel, which was unusual. So, and like really rolly rocks and lots of gravel.
Actually, when you look over there, look through the trees right there. Come over to where I am.
It looks like a slide.
Isn't that like a rock slide trail? What we just went up?
I don't know.
I think that's the way down.
I don't know, because that's a slide, and I don't think it goes down a slide. I don't think.
I don't think it's a slide. I think it's just what we just came up. Because he said it was exactly the same thing. So yeah, so we reached the Hancock Loop Trail. So this is South Peak. It doesn't have a sign for South Peak.
North Peak is 1.4.
Was there a sign for South Peak? I don't think I saw one.
No, North Peak is 1.4. This is the South Peak.
Yeah, but they don't even put a sign for it?
No, but this is the top.
You know, but they put a sign for South Peak?
They never put any signs on these things, but I'm pretty sure it's the top, but we're going this way anyway, but I think this rock is the top.
Well, we can eat our lunch right here, you said,
yeah,
right?
It's a good place to eat.
Okay.
We gotta do our photo op. So I went out to the viewpoint on South Hancock. It's a pretty nice view. It's not 100% clear view. And you can see the mountains are hazy now. But the pine is pretty up here. It was a pretty steep climb. It wasn't as much mileage as yesterday, but the end of it was pretty steep. There's not a lot of people up here. I don't think this is one of the most popular ones, because it's not a huge view. So we had a pretty good lunch on the top of South Hancocks. There's a little breeze blowing. It's a really nice day. It's not too warm, not too cool. You can see through the trees north Hancock. We can see a big slide. Dave said he thinks we come down the slide. I said I don't think so. It must be in the woods somewhere. There is a slide on that one though. It's pretty up here. This is a pretty ridge top. The ridge walk in between these two Hancocks, the 1.2 miles or something, is absolutely beautiful. Such a nice day, blue skies, like a beautiful piney, light breeze blowing. It's a really spectacular ridge walk. This is pretty nice treadway in here in between the two Hancocks, light breeze. Fantastic day. This day was fantastic. Yesterday I felt rushed, and we were rushed. We were rushed because we drove up from Connecticut yesterday and started Liberty Springs Trail at 1:30 from the parking lot. And then maybe we started at 12:30, but it was late. And then we didn't turn around until like 6 o'clock. We came back to the truck at 11 in the dark. It was brutal. But this day's been pleasant. Hard, but the trail is nice on the ridge walk. A lot of moss. I think this ridge walk is spectacular. This is just one of those afternoons that it's just wonderful. The climb up was hard though. Unfortunately tomorrow, Monday is supposed to rain. Tuesday, Wednesday originally was going to be nice. We were going to do a backpack. But when Dave looked at his phone last night, he said that Wednesday now is going to rain. So hopefully not. But the blue sky is getting a little bit hazed over, but it's really nice up here.
You go up the mountains.
Yep.
There's specific rules. It has to be a certain number of vertical feet from the next mountain.
Yep.
And then you go up there and you make a certain number of contacts from the top of the mountain, and then there's a point system associated with it.
Oh, okay.
I tend to ignore that part. It's mostly because it's a fun, like, engineering challenge to do radio in a somewhat extreme environment.
Oh yeah.
So.
Is someone on the bottom getting the signal?
So what this is this big long antenna is what we call shortwave, which is the signal that bounces off the ionosphere.
Yep.
Okay.
And so then, like, I worked a guy in Illinois a few minutes ago, and then I'm having a hard time getting anybody else because this other guy doesn't know what he's doing, and so that's like screwing me.
Oh, okay.
But basically, it's just kind of people all over. There are some people who like will do like Morse code, or they have like a full network of friends that'll try to reach them. I'm not that social, so I usually just find random people. And
okay.
That's cool.
That's interesting.
That's cool.
Yeah, so, and then I also have this, which is for more local people, so this is much higher frequency. It almost
Kind of goes with the guys that are down there. And they said it's like a ham radio. They said you talk to people all over, like a ham radio. So they try to just contact different people. So we went up the South Hancock first, then over to the north. And we could see a slide from the other mountain, a smaller slide and a big slide. So the smaller slide was the trail. But one of those mountains over there is the other one, the South Peak. But everybody went the other way but us. So I guess they knew that this part was going to be like a slide. The other part did have gravel and rolly rocks, but this one has more flat rocks, and it's also steep and gravelly. The slide down has The slide down has been something else. And this is one for the record books. I just fell 3 times, one time right after another. One time I was low to the ground, but my feet slid on the dirt. And I went down quite a few feet, like on my side with my bad hand out. And then I stood up and I went down again. Then we were talking to another hiker and I went down again. Dave usually goes down, not me. But today I went down 3 times.
And you can see the mountain on the other side of this, and here is the sign that we are back at again, which was 0.7 miles, which seemed much more longer and much harder.
Yeah, and yeah, we're at 6 o'clock, so I was like, oh, we'll be out at 4, we'll be really early tonight. The bottom part of this was nice. It wasn't until we actually got to the loop trail that it was rough. Yeah, it was just very gravelly. I slipped twice coming down the North Peak. I'd say go up the North Peak, come down the South Peak, but Dave thinks it's better, and some people think it's the same. So this was the nice flat part at the beginning. We're on our way out. Happy to have done it. That was the Hancocks, north and south. The trail was pretty good up until the very loop trail. It was a little steep, and the sand, the gravel was really slippery. I actually fell 3 times. But this part was nice. Unfortunately, it's getting cloudy, and I think tomorrow is supposed to rain. So we made it out. It was a hard hike.